All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Have you ever felt totally stuck in a rut, especially when it comes to your finances? Like, you know where you want to be, but bridging that mental gap just feels impossible? Well, you're absolutely in the right place today. We're going to break down this highly structured and honestly fascinating visualization technique called the bending time exercise. It's basically a mental shortcut designed to dramatically shift your mindset from scarcity straight into absolute abundance. As this quote beautifully puts it, in the depths of darkness, a doorway of light always appears. And that's really the heart of this practice. It's about finding that doorway of opportunity, no matter how tough things might be for you right now. The source material makes a pretty powerful point. Even when you feel completely overwhelmed, the universe is providing a way out. But it doesn't just happen on its own. That door doesn't just magically swing open for you. It takes action, pure intention, and knowing exactly how to align your mind to walk right through it. So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with the cosmic alignment principle, then move into visualizing point A, the time tunnel transition, arriving at point B, the daily practice routine, and finally, protecting your inner light. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the cosmic alignment principle. Before we get into the exercise itself, we really need to understand the foundational philosophy here. Time-bending meditation isn't just about closing your eyes and relaxing, not at all. It's presented as a literal spiritual shortcut. The idea is that by doing this, you're actively placing yourself into this vibrant field of cosmic alignment. And that alignment, it's the engine that actually helps you rapidly climb the ladders of wealth. It's all about shifting your energetic state to perfectly match the abundance you're looking for. But hey, you can't just go through the motions and expect results. There are prerequisites. You have to practice complete surrender to a higher energy, and you've got to anchor yourself in gratitude literally every day and night. The source points out something really beautiful. The universe never rejects a pure and sincere heart. So before you even try to visualize wealth, you have to build your foundation on utter sincerity and thankfulness. Moving right along to Section 2, visualizing point A. Okay, so the very first step of the actual exercise is physical. Before you visualize anything at all, you have to calm your nervous system. The instruction here is super specific. You need to take 7 to 10 deep, intentional breaths. This isn't just taking a breather. It's about actively downshifting your brainwaves. You want to hit a state of absolute concentration, so your mind is completely primed and receptive to the imagery you're about to create. Once you're calm, you firmly establish point A in your mind's eye. Think of point A as exactly where you are right now. For this exercise, you really want to focus on your current situation, specifically low income and whatever daily financial problems you're dealing with. And look, we're not ignoring reality here. You're acknowledging it fully, head on, so you can use it as a starting block. Now, this next part is absolutely crucial. Instead of trying to feel better about point A, you're going to deliberately magnify those problems. Focus on the lack of money, the stress it's causing you, and literally amplify it in your mind. You want to do this until that negative pressure feels absolute. It sounds counterintuitive, right? But you're intentionally building this intense mental and emotional tension, just packing all of that frustration into one super tight, concentrated space. Which brings us to Section 3, the time tunnel transition. So what happens when all that mental pressure finally reaches its breaking point? You visualize that heavy, magnified pressure bursting, exactly like a balloon. It doesn't slowly deflate, it pops violently. And right from that burst, you suddenly and forcefully release an arrow from within it. Think of it like this. The intense tension you built up at point A is the exact kinetic energy that fires this arrow forward. And here is where we bend time. You imagine this arrow shooting through what the source calls the tunnel of time. You want to visualize this movement incredibly dynamically. Imagine it either shooting from back to front or crossing from right to left across your field of vision. And it happens fast, like in a mere fraction of a second. This incredibly fast mental transition is literally training your brain to leap right over those normal obstacles of time and struggle. Now for the best part. Section 4, arriving at point B. The second that arrow flies through the time tunnel, boom, we arrive instantly at our destination. In just a fraction of a second, you completely leave behind the low income and all those magnified problems. The arrow violently strikes point B, and you are immediately immersed in wealth, optimal health, and just a profoundly good vibe. It's a complete, instantaneous energetic shift from feeling scarce to feeling absolute abundance. And when that arrow strikes point B, you have to literally feel it. It should create this profound joy and ecstasy in your heart. The visualization needs to be so vivid and potent that you feel as if you are drowned in gold, literally surrounded by coins of money and abundance right this very second. Figuratively drowning, of course. But the whole key here is feeling the absolute reality of it right now. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. All right, moving to section 5, the daily practice routine. To make this powerful visualization actually work for whatever your goal is, timing is everything. You need to do this exercise immediately before sleeping and right when you wake up. Those are the times when your subconscious mind is wide open. You've got to maintain that deep concentration we talked about and commit to it. The source explicitly says to keep doing this for a while. It's about deeply, permanently anchoring that new mindset. And why does it say for a while? Well, the source is clear. Everyone's readiness varies. Some people are just so ready and open to accepting this change that they actually get tangible results from this exercise in just one day, which is wild. But for others, maybe folks with deeper, more ingrained beliefs about money or scarcity, it naturally takes a bit longer to truly accept the change. So, give yourself some grace and be patient. Finally, let's look at section 6, protecting your inner light. Now, there are some very serious warnings about what to do once you actually start seeing these results. As you successfully bend time and live in point B, you have to follow the rules to stay there. To maintain that cosmic alignment and keep the wealth flowing, you absolutely must beware of pride. When wealth grows, ego loves to take over. The source insists you have to actively protect your purity, protect your kindness, and guard your inner light forever. The money should amplify your sincere heart, never replace it. So, seeing how this all builds up, from a simple breathing exercise to a totally dynamic, time-bending visualization, you now have a literal roadmap to shift from point A to point B. So I leave you with this. What specific goal are you going to target first when you step into the time tunnel tonight? Focus your mind, build that pressure, and let your arrow fly. I will put other exercises like this in future explainers for you. Good luck.